Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a summer glowing makeup look. And so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my eyes. I'm going to go with kind of like a glowy but simple look. I'm going to start with primer. I'm going to use the Essence I Love Stage Primer. I'm using this one because I feel like out of all of my primers, this is one of the most hydrating ones. So I feel like that'd be really good for today. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set down my primer using this ColourPop shade called Hear Me Out. Okay, and then for my transition shade, I'm going to use this shade called Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. I'm just going to use a fluffy brush because I'm not really trying to define, I'm just kind of trying to set down a color. Okay, now starting with colors directly in my crease, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this shade right here. It's called Creme Brulee, and it's by Makeup Geek. It's kind of like a muted light brown. And next, to build it up a little bit more, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. One of my favorites from Makeup Geek. It's called Latte. I'm going to put this in my crease as well. Okay, and then for my outer corner, I'm going to go with this deeper brown shade called Mocha by Makeup Geek. I'm going to bring it into my crease a little bit as well. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm not going to do my brows yet, but I'm going to go ahead and brush my brow hairs up. And I'm going to go in with this Benefit Highbrow. It's kind of like a, it's just a pencil, and it's kind of like, the shade I think is called Linen Pink, but it's like a creamy, really neutral pink color. And I'm going to use it to kind of carve out my brow bone, but also to bring some light up here, and then I'm going to set it with a powder as well. As you can see how it really brings some light up there. Then I'm going to go ahead and set that with this Maybelline Expert eyeshadow in Soft Pearl. Alright, cool. Now finally for my lid shade, I'm going to go in with this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow, and this one's in Valley Girl. I normally always use a brush for these, but I think I'm going to try and use, this is kind of like a white, creamy, almost champagne, really like bright glittery shade. I'm gonna try and use my fingers though. I normally use a brush, but let's see. As you can see, it's a really pretty, like really brightening shade. I just love it so much, and it's gonna look really good when our other makeup is really glowy looking, because it's gonna add to that glow. And I'm gonna go ahead with my blending brush and just kind of blend that out, any that got into the crease. And that's pretty much our eye look for now. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner real quick first. I'm gonna use the NARS eyeliner in Rue Bonaparte. It's that nude shade that I talk about a lot of times. Okay, let's go ahead and go into face. This is the main part that's gonna be really glowy, but I want to do a little bit on my eyes as well. So for primer, I'm gonna go in with the Becca Backlight Primer. This is a really great, really glowy primer. I'm just gonna squeeze one pump into my hand. Actually, I'm gonna do 2 pumps. I'm just gonna disperse it all over my face and then rub it in. I don't know if you can see, but as you can see, it kind of gives like a really nice glow. The key thing to like glowy makeup is to use a lot of liquid products and try to avoid powder as much as you can. Obviously, you're gonna have to have a powder because if you have a lot of glowy stuff going on, you want something to set it down. But if you do use a powder, like something like a glowy type powder is the best thing to do. So next I'm gonna go in with foundation. I'm gonna be using my Too Faced Born This Way. This isn't necessarily considered a glowy foundation, but I do feel like it's really hydrating. And what I'm going to do to add some extra glow is I'm going to add a little bit of my MAC Strobe Cream, which is like a really hydrating but glowy cream to it. And then I'm going to put just a little bit off to the side there. As you can see, comparison, this white right here is the MAC Strobe Cream, and then that's the foundation. And then I'm going to take that and mix it together on my hand. This is going to make it really glowy, and I'm just going to dot this on my face and blend it out. As you can see, they gave me a really good like full coverage glowy look, and so now I'm going to go in with a concealer that's pretty glowy but also really hydrating, and that's going to be the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Serum Concealer. And it's a really good coverage too, so I'm going to go ahead and put that under my eyes and everywhere else that I need a little extra coverage, or where I just want to kind of bring some lightness to my face, because that foundation, even though it's one of the lightest colors, is a little bit yellow on me, but I feel like when I mix it with a little bit lighter concealer color, it all kinds of blends out perfectly. So I'm just gonna blend that out. Next, normally I'd set my face down, but I'm going to use a couple more liquid products first and then we'll set it down. So I'm going to actually skip a powder bronzer. Like normally I'd use like my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer or my NARS bronzer or something like that. But today I'm going to go in with the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Serum Bronzer. And you're just going to take it and shake it up really good. And then it's got like this little like squeeze. I'm just going to squeeze just like a little bit on my hand until it's like really runny. And I'm just going to take my finger and like mix it on my hand, and then take what's on my hand and just dab it on the places where I normally bronze with like a traditional bronzer. And so I'm just gonna, it looks really harsh right now, like it's gonna be muddy or something, but it's really not once you blend it out. And I find that the best thing to blend it out with is my beauty blender. Well, today I'm using the L'Oreal sponge, but so I'm going to use that to blend it out. Okay, so as you can tell, it gives you a really natural kind of bronze look, but it's not like overly harsh and too powdery because it's like a liquid bronzer. Next, I'm going to go in with Becca Champagne Pop Liquid Highlighter, and I'm just going to take, it's really hard because I don't really need a full pump, so I try and do just like a quarter of a pump if I can. It's hard when it's like a pump because you can't really, it's probably too much, but we'll see what we can do with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of spread it on my hand a little bit, and then I'm going to dot it on parts that I want to highlight. And then I'm going to use my sponge and blend it out. And now that we've got all that liquid product on my face, I'm going to go ahead and set it down. To set it down, I'm going to go in with the Milani Prep Set and Glow Powder. This is perfect, like I was telling you before. You want to set everything down because you'll have all those liquids on your face, so you need some kind of powder to kind of lock it in and make sure it doesn't just move all around. But you, at least if you're going to do it, you don't want to use something mattifying because it's kind of going to be pointless to put all that stuff glowing on your skin and then mattify it. I'm just going to take my e.l.f. Kabuki and set this down. Okay, so as you can still see, I have a lot of glow in my face still. It's just set so it's not going to move around a whole bunch. Now, as I said before, I'm not going to use a powder bronzer because I already did the liquid bronzer, and I don't really want to do any more and add any more powder than I need to. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip to blush. For blush, I'm going to be using my Milani Luminoso blush. This one, it looks weird, but it's because I depotted it, so I just want to show y'all. And this is a really great, like, peachy, kind of shimmery, glowy blush. Okay, now as I said before, I'm going to go ahead and top off with another highlighter. This one's a powder highlighter. I'm going to use that to top off the areas that I used liquid highlighter just to add even more glow. I'm going to go in with a Champagne Pop so it's matching the liquid highlighter. They're both the same shade, just one's liquid and one's powder. I'm going to go over the same areas that I did, and it's just going to make it even more like a popping kind of color and really make it stand out. So that's what it's looking like so far. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go back in with that Benefit Highbrow that I used on my brow bone, and I'm going to use it to kind of use on my inner corner to bring some brightness there. I'm just going to use my finger to kind of press it in. Okay, there we go. Now let's go ahead and go on to brows and mascara. For mascara today, I'm going to be using the Tarte Lights Camera Flashes mascara. I like this a lot because it's got a really cool wand. It has like two different sides. One has like more of the kind of like spikes, and one has a little bit less, so you can kind of like brush them through and then define it. And there's like it says side 1 and side 2, so I just kind of go through with side 1 to kind of build it up. going to go turn it around and go to side 2. And it kind of defines them and make sure it's not clumpy and really add some more volume. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Brows, I'm going to go in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I'm going to brush my hairs up again. Then I'm going to fill them in. I'm going to go back with the spoolie and brush my brow hairs out to kind of disperse the product. And then I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Brow Gel to keep them in place. To set that all down, I'm going to use my Milani Make It Last setting spray. And this is going to make any of those powders that I did put on my face just kind of sink in with my skin. And it's going to meld with those liquids, but it's also kind of going to add some more glow to my face. The wetness will go away, but it's going to kind of bring out more of that glow as well. And then lastly, for my lip shade, I'm going to go in with this Smashbox liquid lipstick, and it's in the shade Dream Huge. I thought this would be good for like a summery look. It's kind of like a somewhat bright pink color. And then it's going to last all day through the heat and everything. What I really like about this is there's kind of like a little bit of a point to it, so you can make it more exact. And that's what the shade looks like. It's really pretty, like pink color. So I really hope y'all enjoyed my summer glowy makeup look. And please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank y'all. Bye.